Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to be a morning person. So kind of picking up where we left off last time with the morning routines and all of that. So today I wanted to talk about how to be a morning person because as I said in my last episode, so what I noticed was like this script was way too long, so I decided to split it in two with the two different like major topics. If that makes sense. So yeah, today we're just gonna pick up where we left off last time, talking about how to be a morning person, benefits of waking up early, and like how exactly do we wake up early and become a morning person? Like how do we make it easier? Okay, so a couple of things that I want to get into. One, my voice sounds horrible today. So I have a really stuffy nose for some reason, and my voice sounds really, really bad. I don't know if you can tell with the audio recording. I think you can, but my mom's like, "What?" I woke up this morning and I was talking to her, and she's like, "What happened to your voice again?" And I'm like, "I genuinely don't know." And then she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're getting sick again." I'm like, "Mom, I'm not getting sick again." Because for some reason, whenever she thinks some symptom of sickness comes, she's like, "You're sick," and I'm like, "I don't think I would be going to school if I was sick." And then, well, I never tell her that, but duh. So yeah, I have not missed a single day of school this year. So that's fun. What else? And yeah, I'm really working on trying to talk slower and all of that. What are some other life updates? Oh, I remember. So I went to the orthodontist last Saturday. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last episode. So I went to the orthodontist last Saturday. And I'm going to be starting, a treatment really soon, hopefully within the next month. And, yeah, because we got the new, quotes / estimates, I don't know what to call them, in the mail. So, yeah. So I'm hoping to start my treatment within the next month. So, that's a good thing. If I get Invisalign, if I don't, then I'm going to go die in a hole. Not literally, but you get what I mean. Because, braces, they're ew. I don't want to deal with that. It's, annoying. And I'm going to be, malnutrition again and, become even more underweight than I already am. So I really don't want that. My mom doesn't want that either because she remembers what happened last time. I literally could not eat any actual food for 3 weeks after getting my bracelet on for the first time. So that was really fun. Yeah, so the next thing I wanted to mention was something my friend taught me. So we were just having a conversation. We were walking around our neighborhood and we were talking, and then she mentioned this thing that she saw on Pinterest. It's called the purple shirt theory for confidence. And I thought it was really a really good example for how to stay confident. So basically what it is that what was it again? So if you're wearing a purple shirt, right? And someone comes up to you and tells you that's a really ugly white shirt. And then that's they're no, not that. They're nice white shirt with that snotty tone kind of, I guess. So and then you'd be like, what the frick? No, I'm not wearing a white shirt. I'm wearing a purple shirt. So yeah. So when someone comes up to you and tells you, you're ugly, then you're gonna be like, what? No, I'm not ugly. I'm pretty, or something. Yeah, because that's you apply the same theory with the purple shirt to anything people say about you to demoralize you or something like that, unmotivate you, make you feel bad. You pretty much apply it to anything, and that's pretty much the theory. And I think that's so true. The way you apply it and all. That's so freaking true, and I love it. It just makes sense. It makes sense, okay? You've heard of other things for confidence before, but this one is actually, simple. I don't know how to describe this. It's, a simple way that you can actually, be confident and, do stuff, and it makes the most sense also, because, you can just be like, what? No, I'm pretty, okay? And I'm not ugly. I'm not whatever you tell me I am. I am what I want to believe that I am, okay? Just have that kind of attitude towards life, towards everything, honestly. I think that's pretty much it, considering the fact I had a super long intro last time. Yeah, it was 26 minutes long intro. So yeah, and it's only 5 minutes today. Yay. It's probably gonna be longer. Okay, so anyway, so moving on with one thing we're grateful for and one thing we're happy about. Let's see, one thing I'm grateful for is probably the nice weather today. So the weather was just like really nice. It was amazing. It was like in the 50s, and so my friend had her like wrestling tournament or whatever canceled today. So we just went outside and it was really peaceful. And like the weather was nice. So it was kind of chilly because like I'm wearing like a ribbed top and like jeans and then like a jacket on top, but it's like unzipped. So it's like peaceful weather. But for some reason it's like 78 in my room. I do not know why or how. I think so. So yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, I don't really know what else. So yeah, one thing I'm happy about is like I think I'm happy about. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Is is probably the fact that I'm starting my dental treatment soon because it's like something that's like what 2 years overdue. So that's like something that makes me really happy knowing that I can start that soon, and I won't have like horrid teeth for the rest of my life or like a tiny face for the rest of my life because part of the reason why my face is so small is because my lower jaw is like so far back, but it's like not that as far back as I need surgery. So like we can, they said that the orthodontist said we can fix it with appliances, so that's what they're gonna do. So I'm really happy about that. That I will be still be able to fix it, even though the fact it's like 2 years overdue or something. So yeah, just happy about that, I guess. And if you can hear the dryer in the background, I apologize for that. Sunday's like laundry day, so there's always like the laundry machine or whatever, depends on the washer or dryer, running in the background when I record these episodes. Because for some reason, my dingy dryer takes forever, and I mean literally forever, like the whole day. Like I put the clothes in the dryer at like 12 or something, and it's 6:45 right now, and we've been running the cycle like on and off, me and my mom. So it's just like really annoying, but I mean, make do amend. So yeah, if you hear that, I apologize. Anyway, so now we're gonna talk about picking up where we left off last time. We're gonna talk about like how exactly do we maintain a routine. So number one, obviously, kind of like a duh thing, make the routine enjoyable. If you don't enjoy something, then you're just not gonna do it. I mean, I keep going on and on in a never-ending cycle of procrastination about my Q math homework because I absolutely hate, and I mean hate with a burning passion, math. Like I am a completely right brain person, and if you don't know anything about right brain and left brain, if you're right, so there are like quizzes online and like different tests that you can do. I'm full blown right brain. Okay, like right brain people are creative. They're like problem solvers, intelligent in the creative sense with like solving different problems and like puzzles. And they like create ideas that need creativity. Creative ideas just come naturally to them. Whereas left brain people, they're just like more analytical. They like science. They like want to answer things like science and math, things that are more sharp edge, as I would say. Like it's creativity is kind of like a circle. It's like soft and round, and then like analytical stuff is like kind of a square, like a really pointy square. So that's kind of the mindset of well, not mindset, attitude towards certain things of left brain people. Like my mom is no, my mom is full brain. My brother is completely left brain. Okay, he can't do English. Probably would fail social studies because he doesn't. He's in second grade. He doesn't really do much of that. Um, Kind of sucks at problem solving because he's just like yeah. But my mom is like dual brain, so she's good at everything. I am full blown right brain. Okay, like I do not like math. Science is tolerable, questionably tolerable. So yeah. Um, yeah. So I love art and English and history. So like I'm okay with science, but like I absolutely hate math. So no matter how much my mom and Q math teacher try to convince me, I will never ever go to like math ever. Okay, so kind of going off on a tangent. My mom is like, well, you do like art and creative stuff, art, writing, creative things every single day, right? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you love those, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, well, if you do math every day, then you'll grow to like it. What kind of freaking logic is that? Like, okay, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe it makes sense to some people, but it doesn't make sense to me at all. Okay, like, yes, I do. I don't like writing and creative stuff because I do it every day. I do it every day because I like it. Okay, and it's just not the same. It doesn't mean the same thing. So she's like, well, if you do math every day, then maybe you'll grow to like it. I'm like, Mom, that's not how life works. Okay? Like, I don't do creative stuff every single day. I don't like creative stuff because I do it every single day. I do creative stuff every single day because I like it. So that's my logic. I don't think it would make any freaking sense to her though, because she's just like, well, you're going to do math every day, and I don't care what you say. So now I'm not even allowed to complain either, because she's going to literally smack my ass if I start complaining about math or like math or whatever. So I'm just like, I complain to my friends still and like on this podcast, but it's just so annoying. So yeah, it's just like stupid logic. But I will never ever go to like math, no matter what anyone says. So yeah, okay, that was kind of like going off on a tangent, but yeah. So, but the general point here, so there is a point from that tangent, yes, is if you don't like something, then you aren't gonna do it unless you absolutely freaking have to. Like my Q math homework, I do not do it until my Q math teacher is like, you have to do it now, okay? Otherwise, like something, I don't know. Like I did not do any of my Q math homework like all summer, okay? And I don't even know why, but after that, she's just like, my Q math teacher, like in August or something, she's like, you have to do it, okay? You have to do it. And I'm like, fine. So, I mean, I ain't doing anything about math unless I absolutely have to. So here are my tips to make your morning routine more enjoyable. Number one, don't do anything unenjoyable that you don't have to. Like, okay, I know they use this as an example a lot, but it works. So if you don't like working out in the morning, then you don't need to do it, okay? Like, I learned that the hard way. Like, I used to work out every single morning, and I would just be tired throughout the morning until I went to school and did blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, it's just, no, not for me. Try to remove as many unenjoyable and unnecessary things as you can from your morning routine. That way it becomes more enjoyable, and when something is fun, it's easier to do, okay? For example, when I do general working out, if I can't get myself to work out for some reason that day, usually I have the motivation to, so it's like rarely. But if I can't get myself to, then I'm like, okay, we'll start with a quick dance workout, and that usually gets me up in the mood to do something, because dance workout, like MadFit dance workout, is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but they don't really target many areas of your body. If you do, like, you can't just do only those, because they only target like arms, legs, and glute, mostly legs and glute. But yeah, well, yeah, arms, legs, and glute. It's like cardio basically. So yeah, but it only targets those three areas. So that's why I couldn't do them all the time. But if I could, believe me, I would. Okay, so yeah, there's a ton of fun. Like, yeah, but so just like, if you have to do an unenjoyable task, find the things that make it enjoyable, okay? Like, the reason I got myself into the habit of cleaning my room, and now it's not something I think about much, like every Sunday, is because I used to play like a podcast. I still do that because it makes it more enjoyable. For me, like, there's always some kind of way you can make any mundane task enjoyable. So yeah, just find that way for you. Number two, add little fun things into your morning routine. So if you put something to look forward to in your morning routine, then you're more likely to do it. So some fun examples are coffee, a long walk, a nice breakfast. Honestly, whatever will motivate you to get out of bed, get your morning routine done, get your work done for the day, or like whatever morning task you have to do done, and then like get going, okay, with the day. So yeah, just anything that will make you do that. Okay, so yeah, whatever motivates you. So number three, make it easy. Make it easy for yourself to start the routine. For example, you can start with a really simple task right when you wake up, such as making your bed or brushing your teeth, or honestly just like stretching your arms and legs out, like sit in your bed and like go lean back and stretch them out. Like, honestly, that if you have to, okay? Or otherwise, even if you need to, sit up and off your alarm, okay? That easy. If it takes you that much effort to get out of bed, then just do that, okay? Find something, okay, that just kind of kickstarts your morning routine. So, yeah, when you accomplish that small task, that can give you the necessary motivation to literally, like, kickstart and fuel the rest of your morning routine. Number two, habits take 66 days to fully develop and become your new normal. The 21 days we hear everywhere is just how long it takes for us to kickstart the habit formation process. Okay, they're two different things. A habit won't become like automatic in 21 days. In the 5 a.m. Club by Raman Sharma, he shares his habit installation protocol. But to begin with this, you also need to apply the lifetime habit arc, which is also shared in this book. The first step in this lifetime habit arc is the trigger. In our case, what starts our morning routine? That is simply getting out of bed. In the book, he says to jump out of bed before your reasoning mind, the prefrontal cortex, can make up excuses as to why you should go back to sleep. The next step is actually following through with the routine. Don't go back to bed, okay? Just don't go back to bed. The third step is the reward. Rewards are a great way to develop habits. It could be anything from coffee to chocolate to a new book that you've been wanting to buy. Honestly, just whatever motivates you, like whatever you like. The fourth step is the repetition. Keep repeating the routine. This is where the habit installation protocol comes into play. This protocol suggests that it takes 66 days to form any habit, no matter what. And that 66 days is divided into 3 phases of 22 days each. The first phase is destruction. Anytime you are trying to build a new habit, you're destroying an old one. So if you're trying to work out more, you're destroying a habit of not moving around at all. If you're trying to brush your teeth twice a day, then you're destroying the habit of not brushing your teeth twice a day. You're basically creating what did it say? Like new neuron pathways in your brain for remembering things. Like what was that? The hippocampus, I believe, is the part of your brain that deals with remembering things. You're kind of creating new ways for that part of your brain to remember, to create habits. I don't know. It sounds really complicated because it's like sciencey and neural stuff, but it's kind of easy, yeah. So because so the same thing. Okay, the space shuttle uses more energy during the first 60 seconds after liftoff than it does during its entire orbit around the Earth. And why is that? That's because it needs a lot more energy to overcome the initial force of gravity to then reach escape velocity. You need to rise above your own forces of gravity, which are your old habits, to to rise above your own until your escape velocity kicks in. And your escape velocity would be actually having the habit take off and becoming more automatic day by day. So yeah, and then this phase is probably the hardest. And that first day when you try it, it's the hardest, the hardest thing ever. Oh my god! I remember when I started trying to wake up at 6:30. It's probably been 3 weeks at this rate. I don't really know. It was so hard to get myself out of bed that day, and it took me 5 to 10 minutes to remember why I'm doing it. And then I just got out of bed. Always remember your why. That's just a tip that I always mention. Okay, so the first 22 days are supposed to be a mild form of torture according to the book. So the second stage of 22 days is called installation. All change is messy in the middle. This is the stage that will feel like quitting. That you will feel like quitting the most. The last 22 days are the stage of integration. This is where everything comes together. You're getting to the end of the 66-day time frame that it takes for a human brain to encode a routine. This is when the habit becomes your new normal. The final point in this process is the automaticity point. I think that's how you say it. This is when you no longer need any willpower to run the routine. It just becomes easier to run the routine than to not. It's kind of just a part of you now, a part of your brain now. So those are all my advice bits and tips on how to maintain a routine. I hope that helped you. Now let's talk about the benefits of waking up early. So number one, and the one that benefits me the most, increased energy levels. I mean, when you first wake up, you're going to be tired and sleep deprived. But once you actually get used to it and start getting enough sleep and changing your bedtimes and all of that, you're going to wake up with so much freaking energy, you will feel like you can take on the world. And it's not a bad feeling. It's a good feeling, okay? I don't know. Yeah, what am I saying? Okay, I mean, a while ago, I woke up at 6:30 and I was legit bouncing throughout the whole day. I had so much freaking energy. I literally couldn't remember anything though, because of that really weird week of 4 days off, 1 day of school, and then another 5 days off. So yeah, that was really fun. But oh well. And then another good thing is that when you wake up early, you have way more energy. And then having more energy can actually cause you to naturally survive on less sleep, which is a win-win. Okay, yeah. It just so if you can't go to bed that early, for example, I would need to go to bed at 9 to actually get enough sleep, which is literally not possible at all, no matter what. Because I have QMass running until 8:25. So when do I find the time to do dinner and nighttime things? Okay, because I'm not gonna eat dinner that early. No one can do that. Because I'm usually still outside by 7:20. So it's just not possible for me at all, no matter what. So I have trained myself over many years, the past 4 years maybe, to survive with less sleep. So when you wake up early and have more energy, it naturally kind of over a long period of time will cause you to naturally survive on less sleep. So it's a win-win situation. Number two, more time for yourself. This is kind of another obvious one. So if you're always complaining about not having enough time to do things or get ready in the morning, it's pointless because even you know why. Maybe it's deep down within you, but you know why, okay? General gist. So don't even try to deny it, okay? You're thinking about that right now, do not deny it. So the main benefit of waking up early is having more time to do things. you're not in a rush to get up and get ready and get out of your house and like not even remember what the frick just happened. If you live with roommates or just have a really annoying family, waking up early can give you is like the best way to avoid this and have some like peace and quiet for yourself. Okay, you can also do other things you don't get to do later in the day, like working out or reading. Meditation is also a really good option to calm yourself down. Anything you want, really. Number 3, better sleep. Our natural sleep wake times are determined by our circadian rhythm. If you go to bed late, obviously you'll wake up late, and if you manage to wake up early, you're gonna be tired. Duh. Let's say you need 9 hours of sleep each night to function. So you go to bed at 10 and wake up at 7, and so you start to feel sleepy around 10:30. That now your body can stay up for about 15 hours on 9 hours of sleep. Now if you shift your wake up time earlier by an hour, you'll start to feel sleepy about around 9:30. So waking up earlier can cause you to fall asleep earlier, so you'll get better sleep and more of it. One thing you can try to kind of reset your like do a hard reset, I guess, on your circadian rhythm is do not sleep for 24 hours straight. Okay, no sleep, no going. Okay, like pull them on later, no naps, nada. This way you kind of erase the old circadian rhythm in a sense, and now with that new fresh set, you can train yourself to go to bed at a certain time and wake up at an earlier time. I wouldn't recommend doing this because it's like I don't know for some people because like for me like there was this one time when I was like 9 or something where I could not sleep at all, no sleep at all, no naps, whatever for like around 2 days, 3 days. I don't know what happened. I just could not sleep. Okay, and I got really really sick for like 3 weeks. And then again, I also used to be like generally weak at the time. So like if you feel that's gonna do some it's gonna like affect you in ways that are long term that last more than like a day or so, then don't do it. Okay. There are plenty of other ways that you can kind of modify your circadian rhythm. They just take longer. But if you genuinely think it's gonna cause something like that, just don't do it. Okay. So number 4, reduce sleep inertia. Scientists have proven that there is the existence of sleep inertia. Sleep inertia is a temporary disorientation and decline in performance and or mood after waking up from sleep. People can show a slower reaction time, what am I saying? Short-term memory, and slower speed of thinking, reasoning, remembering, and learning. This period can last anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. Sleep inertia usually doesn't last longer than 30 to 60 minutes, but studies do show that it can last longer in sleep-deprived individuals. For me, this period of grogginess usually fades in about 45 to 60 minutes. And after that, people would think, you think I had rocket fuel for breakfast because I'm literally bouncing around and do not know what I'm doing. Okay, like I am being completely honest. Anyway, waking up early gives you more time to recover from sleep inertia, so you make sure to that makes sure that it doesn't affect your performance at work or school. Number 5, better mental health. Scientific studies have shown that people who wake up early are more enthusiastic and optimistic. This is because of the increased energy levels. With that comes more motivation. More motivation means more confidence, and more confidence means happiness. Both motivation and confidence, they kind of tie together, and then that all ties into like feeling happier, I guess. So waking up earlier also prevents other mental illnesses usually found in those who sleep late and hence wake up late. Early risers also have a 25% lower chance of developing certain cardiovascular diseases. Waking up early can also help reduce stress because you won't have to freak out about not having enough time to do things. Lots of negative emotions, bam, gone. So that was all I had to say on the benefits of waking up early. I hope this helped you. Now let's talk about how exactly do we wake up early. Yeah. Because now we know why and why we should, but we need the how to complete the question. So number 1, kind of like no-brainer, duh. Get enough sleep, okay? The only way you'll be able to get up early and not fall back asleep is by getting enough sleep. How much sleep do you need generally depends. So I'm going to go with the age ranges for this podcast. 6 to 13-year-olds need 9 to 11 hours of sleep. 14 to 18-year-olds need 8 to 10 hours of sleep. And most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And I think if you're 65 and older, I really don't think anyone in that age range is listening to this podcast. I think you need about like 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. I'm pretty sure. 6 to 8 hours, yeah. But some adults can thrive on only 6, whereas others might need as much as 10 hours. So here are my tips on how to get more quality sleep. Number 1, set the correct bedtime. If you want to wake up at 6 and need 7 hours of sleep, try to go to bed by 10:30 to 11 to make sure you get enough sleep. Because enough sleep is the key to waking up early. Number 2, reduce blue light exposure in the evenings. Blue light suppresses melatonin production, and melatonin is a sleep hormone, so without it, no sleep. Avoid blue light at least an hour before bedtime to ensure you fall asleep. Also, avoid having technology in your room for this very reason. Number 3, don't consume caffeine late in the day. Caffeine stays elevated in your blood for a lot longer than you think, about 6 to 8 hours. So avoid caffeine at least 8.5 or something, or I am so sorry, okay? Or so hours before bedtime. And if you do crave some coffee later in the day, stick with decaffeinated options. Number 4, create a nice sleeping environment. Studies show that external noise, often from traffic and other outside sounds, can cause poor sleep quality. And another study on the bedroom environment of women found that 50% of participants experienced better sleep when there was lower noise levels and it was dark. So try to keep your room quiet, dark, relaxing, and clean. Number 5, make sure your room is the right temperature. Temperature can affect sleep quality even more than noise, and I can absolutely confirm that. I mean, I'm fine if it's cold, like I just put on a sweatshirt and socks. But if my room is too hot, I will not fall asleep like the whole night. I will get 2 hours of sleep and then be very, very mad the next morning because it was way too hot. And my mom will be like, well, your room is always freezing cold and my room was freezing cold. And I'm like, mother, no, that's not how it works. Anyway, so yeah, so 65 to like 75 degrees Fahrenheit usually seems to work for most people. For me, a comfortable temperature is anywhere between 68 to 73. So yeah, well actually no, it depends on the time of day. So those temperatures will usually be fine, but sometimes they'll be freezing cold. Because like that one time it was snowing outside, it was like 69 in my room the whole day. I was freezing to death. So yeah, that's fun. Number 2, don't wake up late on the weekends. Waking up early is really tiring at first, but you need to persevere. By sleeping in late, even just for like a weekend, will screw up your circadian rhythm and make it way harder to wake up early on Monday. According to research published in the journal Chronobiology International, a consistent bedtime on the weekends leads to better sleep and makes it easier to wake up during the week. And as an additional bonus, you have an extra few hours to get on to spend on fun stuff during the weekend. Once you really ingrain that habit, though, you can sleep in during the weekends, but only an hour more. When you first start to wake up early, even the slightest screw up in your routine will throw off all your progress. But once you complete the 66-day period needed to develop habits, you can sleep in that bonus hour. Number 3, start small. Once you get your sleep in check, start actually trying to wake up early. Move your wake up time earlier by small increments, about 15 to 30 minutes. Everyone wants instant results, but when it comes to goals and habit development, like legit impossible. So if you try to move your wake up time from 7 a.m. to 5 a.m., you'll fail before the first day and then just completely quit because you're just going to be like with that mindset, oh, if I can't do it that first day, then I'm not going to be able to do it at all. So that's where you're going to quit. That is not true at all. It's just that you went like a way too big of a jump with your goal. So just smaller jumps and that'll work. It's too much of a shift for your internal body clock to get used to. I learned this the hard way. If you currently wake up at 8, try to set your alarm for 7:30 the next day. Keep waking up this time even on the weekends. Then maybe after 2 weeks, shift to 7. Stay there for a few more weeks. Now say your wake up time was 6:30 a.m. This is the point that you want to stay at for about 66 days. Slow and steady wins the race. And that's how habit development works. Number 4, the power of sunlight. Light tells your circadian rhythm that it's daytime and that means time to be awake. And when you get light first thing in the morning, you can shift your circadian rhythm earlier, making it easier to fall asleep in the evening. And this also makes it that it's so that it's easier to maintain an earlier functioning sleep schedule. So getting sunlight throughout the day can also make you less sensitive to light at night. And the more exposure you get in the daytime, the less screen time will affect the less sensitive you'll be at night. So try to get as much light as possible during the daytime, especially if you're trying to fall asleep earlier at night. An exercise you should try tomorrow is getting some sunlight as soon as possible after waking up. Aim for 10 minutes of light if it's bright out, or 15 to 20 minutes if it's kind of cloudy or you're getting light through a window. If it's always dark when you wake up, a 10,000 LUX light therapy lamp is the next best thing. Bit of an investment, but according to researchers, worth it. So that was all I had to say on how exactly do we wake up earlier. Hope this helped you. Now, to end our episode today, I have a quote for you guys from Hal Elrod. I hope I'm saying that right. The quote goes, "Wake up early in the morning so that while others are still dreaming, you can make your dreams come true." Bye, guys. Rate and review this podcast. Follow and share it as well. Drink some water, and I love you all.